All right, guys, in this problem, it says use the unit circle to find the 6 trig functions for each angle. And here we're given that it's 135 degrees. All right, so I'm going to take my unit circle, go to 135 degrees, and I'm seeing that's in quadrant 2 over here. It's our 45-degree angle, if you will, in that quadrant. So it's 135, right? 90 plus 45. And it gives us that this is the point negative square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. All right, so that's my xy point, so that's my cosine sine. If you remember that from the way that we taught it in class. But so I'm gonna write that out. I'm gonna say this is cosine and sine. So we have two that are kind of given to us already, and I can fill those out. Then we have to find the other ones based off it. So let's try it. So first off, sine is going to just be the square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 over 2. I'm getting that from the second point up here. If this is like xy, sines are y, so we can find that with cosine. Cosine is negative square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so tangent, remember, off to the side, we're going to say tangent of theta actually equals sine of theta over cosine of theta. And so because of that, this is going to be, keep going with this, sine square root of 2 over 2 divided by negative square root of 2 over 2 cosine of theta, negative square root of 2 over 2. Or if I flip and multiply, we can see what happens here. So let's see, we have tangent of theta equals, if I flip and multiply, let's take the top one, keep that, change my sign to multiplication, and then, oops, got to flip the bottom one to be 2 over negative square roots of 2. And what happens here is this is going to become 1, this is going to become our negative 1 still, this becomes 1, this becomes 1, so 1 on top over negative 1. 1 divided by negative 1 is just negative 1 for tangent of theta, negative 1. Okay? All right, then we can find our cosecant, secant, and cotangent based off of these ones. Remember that cosecant is just 1 over sine, secant is 1 over cosine, and cotangent is 1 over tangent. So we'll have to use that as we do this. So 1 over sine, or what really happens is they just flip. So instead of the square root of 2 over 2, now it's 2 over the square root of 2. Rationalize my denominator. And we're going to get 2 square roots of 2 over 2. 2's cancel, which is just the square root of 2. Secant of theta, same thing. We flip it. So 2 over negative square roots of 2. I'm going to put this negative out front. All right, and if we rationalize our denominator, times square root of 2 over itself, this is going to give us 2 square roots of 2 over positive 2 with the negative out front still. The 2's again will cancel, so this is just negative square root of 2. Then lastly, cotangent. Well, negative 1, if I put that over itself and switch it, it's 1 over negative 1, which is still negative 1. So we have successfully found all 6 trig functions for this angle, which is 135 degrees.